What do we got over here? More antidote rock. You're in a course. In the, what is that? It's the world theme of this area. Makes it more epic. Bunch of shiny shit here.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
Sweet. Why would it not be edible? So, can't go down this faster? Oh shit! It's cool, we're alive. Hey, fishies. What did it say about consuming it raw?
What's this?
Sage. I keep meaning to look at the game sound when I'm in a fight, see if it's too loud. So this wall just surrounds this entire area where they just enslave you. Giant Zoogles. Giant Zoogles roam around certain areas. They're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and lots of SP if you manage to beat them. Alright. I'm assuming those are the guys up there.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Ulzebek. Ooh, maybe it's this guy.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
What? I'm sorry, level 43? Get the fuck away from me. How the fuck do we run away? Oh shit. Oh my god. Just leave me dead. Normally you just run into the... Fuck. Maybe I can't run away. Oh shit.
Here I go. I'm only getting started.
It's over.
You're mine.
Alright. Well, that was a
I'll bring you back from death to victory.
mistake. Why the hell is there a level 43 enemy right here? The game just started. Oh shit. Well then. Recovering from a party defeat. When the party wipes out in a normal fight and loses, it costs CP to recover in that same area. While you'll still return to the same area even with no CP, you won't recover HP, meaning that retreating to a cure CP can still be wise.
I'm not done yet.
Ooh, shit.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh?
So, how's my health though? Just holy shit, dude! They used all our CP.
That's one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Now you show me? Why didn't you show me that when I first went across the map? That's cool.
rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Lots and lots to do. All right.
Normally I don't pick on
Armadillo.
I'll run you through. Here I come. You're surrounded. This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This we gotta roll with it.
Take this! Swallow blade!
See ya.
You're mine!
One final push.
Right.
Give 'em all we got.
You're
I'll
mine!
run you through.
It's over!
Had it coming. Talent storm.
Strike!
I'm sure I can put this to use.
Ooh,
What's this?
orange gel. Orange gel probably recovers CP. Yeah, it does. All right.
I'll take you all off.
You're mine!
Don't go charging off like that.
It's over!
Talent storm. Touch cannon.
You're mine! Take this!
It's not going to plan.
You're mine!
Here's a healing art. First
I'll
aid.
run you through. See ya. Talent storm.
You're
Touch
mine!
cannon.
You're finished! Swallow blade!
There. Our work is done here. Let's move.
Fuck is this thing?
Woohoo!
It's like a squirrel and an owl.
Woohoo!
Hoo hoo. This thing's adorable.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Dogtail. Ooh, it's an accessory. Ooh, I know what these things are. They're gonna be like the
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often
Flew
used as
away.
a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Can't remember what they're called from Tales of Berseria. Like they're cat things, weren't they? You had to find a certain amount, and then you can open the chest and release them to free them. I think they were cats. It's not there. It's gonna be under outfits. Do I want to give somebody a tail? I'll pass. For now.
Get lost!
Take this!
I'll run you through. Had it coming.
Take this! Swallow blade! Take this!
I'll run you through.
Take this!
See ya.
You're finished! Here I come! You're on!
I'll run you
You're
through.
mine!
See ya.
Here I go.
Take this!
How's this? See ya. Talent
Rising
storm.
Wyvern! Take this!
Magna Ray!
You're
I'll
on!
run you through. Whoa. Take a look at that.
Parallax stone. I have a feeling accessory material. us to use them to maybe craft accessories. Ulzebek.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Okay. Bro, what happened to you? Your mother bit off... Your brother bit off more than he can chew. It's no use. I can't take on those bright eyes. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. The Crimson Crows caused that? I hope those armed soldiers don't stick around here either, and they leave us just like they did in Mosul. These chickens had just laid their eggs. Those damn bright eyes, they took every last egg. They couldn't spare a single one. They couldn't spare a square. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, huh? I wouldn't call myself a recruit, really. Oh, really? Well, we've all heard plenty about you, so if you ever decide to join up with us, you'll definitely be more than welcome. Is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Ulzebek. It is a Donin enclave, like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Mosul, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Is there anything else you want to know? What's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Xeon mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Is there anything else you want to know? Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. As if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people make life less miserable. It's no wonder people talk about you. That kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Is there anything else you want to know? Nah, I'm good. Alrighty then. Come on, quit standing around talking. We've got water to carry. But you saw those Crimson Crow members. They were hurt. Those Bright Eyes must have got them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know. Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. Ooh, there's a jump button? I didn't know that.
Should this really be here?
No. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. I wonder how much longer this fighting will go on. There are so many Crimson Crows who have gotten injured and killed because of it. Who knows? I just hope things don't get any worse. It sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they manage to make the Renins any angrier. Let's go this way first. These injuries should heal eventually, and when they do, I'm getting sent back to Mosul. I doubt I'm going to make it out of there alive this time. Alright, not that way. Are you telling me I shouldn't get involved with the Crimson Crows, old man? You're damn right I am. Back when I was your age, we had people who were doing the same things as them folks, and ain't nothing's changed. Nothing. If them Bright Eyes find out we're got a Crimson Crow hiding among us, you can be sure there'll be hell for everyone to pay in Ulzebek. She's right. They'll kill us all, each and every one of us. You know how they operate? Exactly. I'd give it a second thought before you do something you'll regret. As much as I hate to admit it, they're both right. I hate the Renans as much as everyone else, but trying to fight them is suicide. There's only one way it's going to end for them. Crimson Crows, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Just give it up. It's hopeless against the Renans. All this dark talk just makes today's work that much harder to get through than it already is. I'm out on patrol on Zephyr's orders. You can never be too careful with dealing with the Bright Eyes. If any of us sense even a whiff of trouble, all we have to do is give the signal and everyone can hide immediately. After working my hands all my life, I can't hardly see nothing with these old eyes anymore. Don't really look that old, bro. Phew, I've lived in oh my god, forgot how to say this name. I've lived in Calaglia all my life, so I think I can take a little heat, but this is really pushing it. That's why I gotta stay hydrated. Can't afford to collapse from heat stroke while looking out for Renans. It seemed like there was a big commotion earlier, so I decided to hide in here and wait. You think it's finally safe for me to come out? It's not much of a hiding spot, bro. Scrap
What's this thing?
meat. We've got to stay vigilant for signs of armed soldiers. We can't have a repeat of what happened in the old Xeon mine. All that exploring for one chest. Right, I think we talked to everybody. These are the rations you managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some. Just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks, I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here and they somehow expect us to keep them fed on next morning. To nothing. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. It makes the risk we take eating these rations that much more worthwhile. I'm glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. Meeting time.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan. Now, let's play nice.
How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Alright. Zephyr left the party. Are we really going to bet it all on our mask and his random lady friend? I'm not sure. I like our odds. Well, if Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. We'll just have to trust them. Nate's still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. You should go say hi to him. You're not only new here, you don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you've got any questions, lay them out. I'll see what I can do. What's your group's goal? Ideally, we'd like to drive out the run-ins, but as I'm sure you know, they've got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Though apparently our big chance is right around the corner, if Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. Anything else you wanted to ask about? How do the run-ins fight? The Bright Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking those Zoogles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on, so we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone, one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad to have you two on board with us. We could use all the help we can get. What are you guys doing in Ulzebek? Ulzebek is one of the enclaves where Dawn slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. The Bright Eyes don't have any outposts here and hardly come through on patrol, which is what made us decide to set up shop here. In exchange for agreeing to keep quiet about our whole presence, we give out supplies to the residents and help them with their needs. Also doesn't hurt that nobody's a fan of the Bright Eyes either, though. What can you tell me about the run-ins? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld, Reyna, while the smaller object is Lenegis, their stronghold and where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? Alright, that makes more sense then. Just calling them Bright Eyes in general. Likewise, they love to call us embedded, since we're all embedded with a spirit core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig theirs out. It's our way of showing we're not slaves to anybody any longer. The big shot run-ins in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. Anything else you want to ask about? What are Zoogles? Zoogles are the monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know that they're all nasty and real dangerous. There are also feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of those escaped from their keepers. We call those strays. What are astral arts? It's what the Bright Eyes refer to the powers that they use. They're basically like a kind of magic. Dawnins can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes run-ins as much of a pain to deal with as their Zoogle pets. Anything else you wanted to ask about? I'm good, thanks. The other members and I are going to devise our plan of attack. I have to let them know when I intend to make you the guys the centerpiece of the whole operation. This place is our hideout. Worst comes worst, we got plenty of escape routes ready in case we need to bolt from here too.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I wonder if something happened.
Sorry, I'm busy right now. Why don't you walk over and see what he needs first?
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, Yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Moscow. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Hey.
Nathan, he heard you might be a little short-handed.
Yes.
You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That a Bright Eyes with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. What the hell? The name's Dairon. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This is a lodge, but we already have all our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs the rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
I guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Xeon mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Raiders snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the Sandinius ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to this lodge. Got it. You're welcome to use these facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Alright, quest. Subquest. I can someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn you rewards, and you can accept as many of them as you like. You can also check each of their objectives from the activity records.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
Alright. So we're like halfway back.
I won't forgive you. I'm only getting started.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Here I come!
There.
You're attacking. You gotta wait till your attack's finished to be able to dodge.
Here's a healing arc. First aid.
Whoops, hit the wrong button.
Rising Wyvern!
Go. I'm only getting started.
Mirage! It's over!
Here's a healing arc.
You're mine!
First
It's
aid.
over! You're mine!
There.
It's over!
Take it. I'm only getting started.
You're mine!
It's over.
She's got a lot of health.
Here, let me help.
She's getting her ass kicked.
You're mine! It's over!
Here I go. You're mine.
Here I come!
Looks like it could be worth something.
And they're hurt.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there.
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renins can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renins.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Easiest side quest ever. Damn, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry. If we'd arrived just a little sooner, we could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care we brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming home? Oh, no. That's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So I... This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Nathan, then get ready to fight. Emblem obtained. Rebellious Spark. What? After perfect evade a perfect guard, press R1 to trigger an immediate counterattack. That's nice. Titles. As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them, which unlock arts and skills that they can learn, making fights easier. You can view the title unlock requirements from the skill panel. Spend skill points to learn arts and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by pressing right. There's a skill you want to learn, but just don't have the SP for it yet. Highlight it in the skill panel and press square. Doing so will return on an alert that will notify you once you have enough SP to finally unlock it. Okay. So, I learned counter edge already. Mid-air evasion allows you to dodge once while in mid-air. That's actually probably useful. Increase maximum arts gauge by 1. Stardust. I'll just check it later. It's fine. That's nice. Increases attack and elemental attack strength when near death. Fades to the right, then fires 2 water shots that fly from side to side on impact. Speak to Nath again. Press L2 to view main story and subquest objectives, as well as the party's level HP, SP, CP, and currently viewable skits.
I wonder if something happened.
A lot of people got hurt during the attack on that mine. I'm worried we're going to run out of medical reserves. Oh yeah, I heard that hoo-hoo thing. Where you at, bro? Where you at? That takes care of that and that. I guess that leaves us this right here. I have to hurry and treat it before it gets bad. There you are. Rabbit ears.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
So I thought that these were planets when the guy was like looking up at the sky, but they're not. Although they might be. They really are just ships, but they are planets both. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out. This position's good because you can keep an eye on every entrance from here. In a worst case scenario, we flee along the mountains too. That's how much Zephyr's thought this whole operation out. He's the leader of our organization for a reason.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Although I see an envelope. Is that a subquest? It is.
I'm skeptical.
You must have gone through the Sandinus Ravine to get here, right? Is that Zoogle still out there? Big guy, looks like an insect with wings, has scythes or arms. Yeah, we saw it. Looked big and pretty tough to boot. That's the one. It's hard to feel safe knowing he's still out there. I'd really like to see it get its comeuppance once of these days. Especially since the people that deliver that comeuppance are gonna enjoy a pretty mighty payday on account of all that materials they'll earn. Oh yeah? Yep, Zoogle materials are imbued with astral energy, so the stronger they are, the more energy the materials contain. We could use them to make new weapons and stand up to the arena a little better, even with our astral art handicap. With the odd stray, I can usually gather a few people and get the materials myself. But something that big is bound to be beyond my capabilities. If only there was a good way to beat it.
Sorry.
I had to turn you down, but I think something like that would be too much to handle right now. I understand. I don't want you folks to do anything you don't feel comfortable with.
Right. All right.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
Basically it's saying take it off when you're able to. So that one's gonna be a while.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renin armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renin equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzebek, you'll find the Fagin ruins. There's some kind of old Renin castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renin tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renin rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon guards.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes, now let's move.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So, technology is technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
I don't care how armed and dangerous the Reina are, all their weapons and arts. I'll beat them to a pulp with my bare hands if I have to. Granner, you really need to work on your brain too for once, and not just your muscles. Okay. I move. Once you get out into the waste up ahead, all you'll find are plenty of ruins and even more stray Zoogles just looking for a bite to eat. Since there's no gate to block them, we have to keep people posted here to make sure that none of them get in and cause any trouble.
Am I really doing this for some lousy cloak? There's Zoogles here too?
Hey!
You should always assume there's Zoogles anywhere you go. They're one of the reasons I need you all. We're a team after all, that means you need to pull your weight. So when I call for you, I expect you to clear out any enemies around me. What? Why do I have to do all the... In exchange, when you call for me, I promise I'll shoot down any enemies around you too. Sound fair?
Right.
Yeah, alright. If you don't get in the habit of speaking up during fights, that'll impact morale and our ability to combo together. So make sure to do it often, got it?
Just a minute.
Looks like the enemy spotted us. Time to get to work. You don't have to tell me that. Okay, boost attacks. You can summon allies in combat to use their unique boost attacks. Once the boost gauge is full, press the corresponding direction to execute. These moves can be followed up with more attacks afterward and also restore AG when used. Although the boost gauge builds up automatically over time, it can be filled up faster by landing attacks and counter edges on enemies as well. Alright. Iron Blade. Initiates a burst a brute force swing attack that can down almost any enemy. Use it to get allies out of deep trouble and create openings for additional attacks. Tutorial start. After using an R, activate Iron Mask boost attack.
I'll give it a shot.
To restore a G. Press a corresponding direction to trigger its boost.
Take this. You're finished. Swallow blade.
Oh, I see. I didn't know what it was. There we go.
I'm not done. Rising Wyvern. This time. You're on. Eat dirt. Take this. It's over.
They've got me in their sights.
Alright, Shion's boost attack. Fires numerous beams of light from the muzzle of Shion's rifle, effective on aerial enemies. It temporarily restricts their flight abilities and downs them.
Flyers.
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
It's over.
Success. Teaming up with other party members for boost attacks allows you to keep attacking enemies longer. Different members work better against different enemy types, so don't be afraid to mix and match to maintain the upper hand in battle.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Over. Rising Wyvern.
This one's mine. Who
Okay.
wants to die next?
Here I come. You're on. You picked the wrong fight. Here I come. You're finished. You're mine.
This one's mine. I never miss.
This time.
By the
Here
power
I come.
of water.
Looks like you got the hang of it, but don't let it get to your head. This are easy ones. I know.
This could be useful.
You can hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher and see if we can get a better view? Gotta break through. You're mine.
Come on!
You're
I'll
finished.
throw you to smithereens!
You picked the wrong fight.
By the
Here
power
I
of
come.
water!
Take this. You're on.
Mega ray!
You're mine. That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Shion.
Primed and ready! This one's mine!
You're finished. Here I come.
Here, let me help. First aid!
Here I come. Take it.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
What's this thing?
It's a potato.
Get lost!
I'll take you all off. You're finished.
Mega ray!
Rising Wyvern. It's over.
Insect to stay on the ground.
Here I come. It's over. We got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours. It's over. Crunch. I can't lay a finger on you.
I prefer it that way.
It's over.
What about you?
Just watch and see. No escape. Here I come.
And again! Mega ray!
Take this. You're finished.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I won't forgive you!
You're mine. It's over.
By the power of water!
Here I come. Rising Wyvern. This one's all mine.
Gemini Alpha!
Here I come. Slack.
Power of
You're
water!
mine.
I never miss!
You're finished. Nicely done, Shion.
You're slapped.
You're mine.
Step it up!
Yeah.
Take
You got it.
this!
It's
Mega
over.
ray! By the power of
No
water!
escape.
stronger. Out of our way! They got me surrounded.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm only getting started.
Mirage! It's over!
By the power of
That
one.
button is driving me mad! Slash! Stop! Here I come! Rising
I'm
Wyvern!
only getting started.
Crush! Mirage!
By the power of one.
Try harder! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Here I
content.
come! You're finished! We did it! Here I come!
Here I go. You're mine.
You're mine!
By the
This one's
power
all
of
mine!
one. Well then, let's keep moving.
Alright. How the fuck do I get over there? Oh, there we go.
So these are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance?
Cause she's a chick, bro. Alright. Whoops. Just in case.
Gotta break through!
Here I go.
Take this!
You're mine.
You're finished!
Gemini Alpha.
You're mine! It's over! You picked the wrong fight!
There.
You're mine!
You're mine.
You're
Primed
finished.
and ready. By the power. Where are you going?
Swallow
Wow,
blade!
I'm impressed. Take it.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Nicely done.
Easy.
No choice!
Here I go. It's over.
Take this!
There. One more. Magna Ray.
Here I come!
Here I
Mirage!
go. I'm only getting started.
You're mine! Slash!
There.
You're
One
finished!
more.
Take this! Mirage!
Excited. This is
Here I
it.
come! You're finished! Come one, come all! You're mine!
Magna Ray.
You're finished! Here I come! Mirage!
This is it.
You're mine!
Magna Ray.
Swallow blade!
Here I go. It's over.
Take this! It's over! Here I come!
Go.
You're finished!
You're mine.
You're mine!
Magna Ray.
Strike!
If it's in the sky,
Here I
it's
come!
mine.
No escape! Looks like we won.
Let's go this way first.
Right, here goes! You're mine!
One
This
more.
one's all mine!
Where are you going?
Take this! Slash! Eat dirt! Come and face me!
You're mine.
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
It's over! Take it! You're finished! You're mine! Mirage! That's what I like to hear.
Got some mean Zoogles locked up further in. We're keeping a close eye on them to make sure not a single one breaks loose. Right. Not going that way.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Here I come! Damn it! You're finished!
Mega Ray!
Take this!
Power of water!
Ah!
Here, let me help. First aid!
Okay, here I go. You're mine!
One more!
It's over! Here I come! Ah! You're mine! You're finished! Mirage! Take this! You're finished!
Here I go!
Here I come!
It's over!
Ah! Here I come!
Take it! One more!
Ah!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
By the power
You're
of
finished!
water! Grind and rend! Well then, let's keep moving. I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought. Guess I misread the landing.
Dude's coming out the ground.
This should be easy.
Here I go! It's
Here I
over! Gemini Ultra!
It's over. This
I
one's
never
all mine.
miss!
Here I come. Eat dirt.
Mega Ray!
Here I come.
Gemini Ultra!
Swallow blade. Take it. I'm not done. You're mine.
It's weakened!
Mirage. This ends now. Here I come.
Mega Ray!
You're finished. Onward and upward.
So many things to collect.
Gotta break through.
Here I go!
It's
You're
over.
mine!
Take
Mega
it.
Ray!
You're finished. Mirage.
Here I go!
It's over. Slash.
Take it!
Take it.
I'm only
It's
getting
over.
started!
Take this. It's over.
There! Done!
You're mine. It's over. Mirage. Here I come.
Here I go!
It's over.
It's over!
You're mine.
Gemini
You're
Ultra!
finished. We've turned the tables on him.
There are still
Okay.
more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
I'm only getting
You're
started!
mine. Rising Wyvern.
Grind and rend!
I'm not done.
Here I go!
Mirage.
You're mine!
It's over.
I never miss!
You're mine. You're finished.
Gemini Ultra! Well then, let's keep moving.
What's this thing?
I will admit, I am liking the environment so far.
dispose of the trash.
You're mine! It's over! Take this! It's over! Mirage! Take this!
By the power of water!
You're mine! Here I come! Here I come! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Let me
It's
help.
over! You're mine!
Mega ray!
Slash!
By the
Take
power
this!
of water! Any injuries?
Going the wrong way. Whoops. This way. Right. Damn it. I keep hitting the wrong button, open up the map.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat, but we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? Not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
Alright, time to cook.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right. I just think you'd look good with a little blue thrown in somewhere.
Alright, I'll think about it.
Alright, we'll learn to cook, but we'll learn next time. That's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Late.